Bill Clinton was able to make a trip to Ireland while he was president, where he was greeted in what unionists call Londonderry and what the Republicans call Derry, and be cheered by both sides. And that's extremely unusual. I think President Clinton was one of the great natural diplomats. He came to Japan when I was there, including a trip he made when Prime Minister Obuchi died. He had developed a friendship with Prime Minister Obuchi similar to the friendship that President Bush has had established with present Prime Minister Koizumi. And he was very saddened by Obuchi's sudden stroke and death, and flew 26 hours in Air Force One to come for 8 hours on the ground. And I took him after the funeral over to the Akasalaka Palace, which is the official residence of the Crown Prince. And there was a huge reception there for all the countries that had sent representatives to Japan. And only 3 others were of President Clinton's rank, were heads of state. President Estrada of the Philippines, President Lee Kuan Yew, the senior minister from Singapore, and Kim Dae-jung, the president of South Korea. And when I walked in, or the president walked in with me, you could see everybody kind of freeze, 500 or 600 people there. And you suddenly got the impression of a president of the world kind of thing. And I remember being a little bit concerned that this would be sort of mocked by our critics as being, big show and so on. And I had about 50 members of the diplomatic corps kind of give me a high sign that they would like to introduce the deputy speaker of Botswana to the president. And so anyway, I was told later by several European ambassadors who were there, who were present, that they expected President Clinton would stay about 5 minutes and realized that there was nobody technically of his rank present. The British sent, for example, a high-ranking official, but the deputy head of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, not one of the royal family members or whatever. And so they were all surprised, and they were impressed by the fact that President Clinton stayed for an hour and a half and met everybody in the room, except the representative of Burma. We were not supposed to have him meet, and because Vincent Sansi. But anyway, the president has a marvelous kind of, President Clinton at the time, had a marvelous memory and prehensile memory and an ability to tell the deputy speaker of the Assembly of Botswana, Mr. Speaker, I remember with such great pleasure when Hillary and I had a chance to visit Africa and enjoy the beauties of your country and so forth. And of course, he's living off that, as they say, or dining off that for a long time. But presidents of the United States have a particularly important role in the world. And for better or worse, they project our, what's sometimes called soft power, not just our military power, but our influence in a broader sense that American movies, American music, American values have in encouraging support and cooperation abroad.